Hello. I'm sure anybody with more than a passing interest in the royal family is wondering what on earth is going on with Meghan and Harry. And as an interiors therapist, my first thought is, okay, what is going on with their home? Because, I think we can all agree that things have gone steadily downhill for the young couple during 2019. And that's why things have all come to a head now. And the other momentous thing that happened for them, aside from having a beautiful baby in 2019, is that they moved into their new home at Frogmore Cottage in Windsor Great Park. And Frogmore Cottage was completely renovated for the couple. And there will have been some quite amazing designers and people working really to give the couple exactly what they wanted for their new home. And that's great. But as an interiors therapist, what I'm thinking is there are things in that cottage which are not supporting them at all. And more than that, they're bringing the couple to the position where they feel that they're under attack, that for whatever reason, whether they're rights or wrongs or indeed anything going on, that they're no longer part of the family that has been Harry's backbone for the whole of his life. They are pulling away because something at home is dictating their thinking at a subconscious level. Now, aside from the fact that some of you are now switching off and thinking this is hooey, let me just put this out there for you. Harry and Meghan will have had access to the royal collection. Harry will have had items that he inherited from his mother. Now, those items might not have been on display in Harry's home previously. But just say a trinket box or a figurine or a painting which reminds him of being at home with his mother all of those years ago will now at a subconscious level be triggering those same thoughts that young Harry, as up to 12 years old, saw his mother pilloried, he saw her harassed, he saw the misery that the media created around her, and everything that happened is deep down inside Harry. We know that. He's talked very, very openly about the impact of everything that happened with the Princess of Wales. Now, the thing is that once he moved to Frogmore Cottage, it's not impossible that there are various possessions, items that he inherited, items that really trigger those memories of his mum are now on regular display in his home. And that can trigger some quite uncomfortable subconscious thoughts, which you don't really understand. You don't notice them. You don't look at them and think, oh yes, my mom was harassed by the press and that reminds me every time I see that. Of course you don't. What you see is that candle that was part of my mother's home. And the thing is, this can do just untold damage. And in my work as an interiors therapist, when I go into people's homes and they tell me what's going on, I can quite often look around and pinpoint at least a couple of items that describe their situation right there. Say for the sake of argument that Harry as a soldier has art or mementos which remind him of his time with the British Army. And of course he will have. And yes, it was a time of great camaraderie, a time when he was doing his thing. But there will also have been times when, again, Harry was completely under attack as a soldier, as a representative of Her Majesty's forces. And those items, those images could still be triggering those memories, which could also, have a degree of post-traumatic stress. So what am I rattling on about here? What I'm saying is that this is a loving, kind, generous couple. They are clearly so in love with one another and their baby. But right now they're feeling under attack from all sides. And I genuinely believe that this situation that has arisen with them deciding to become part-time royals, to live between the UK and North America, is not so much about what's going on with the family or even with the media. All of those things can be dealt with, but actually the problem is starting at home in Frogmore Cottage. And I really hope that somebody goes there, works around with them to help them understand what's going on in that space, because no matter what they do, it's their home. And unless they're going to, let it go, move back and use Kensington Palace as their base again, I think they need to get to grips with what's happening in Frogmore Cottage. So my name's Suzanne Roynon. I'm an interiors therapist. You can find out more at www.clutterfree.coach. And if your home isn't supporting you, if things are just going horribly wrong in your life, maybe it's time for you to look around and see what's happening for you. Have a really great day.